About 10 years ago, I was sitting down with a friend and mentor, and we were just discussing my next steps in life. At the time, I'd come out of a project. I was pretty miserable. Things were not going very well, and I didn't have very much money. And I said to my friend, "What is this business that people keep telling me that I should adopt a millionaire mindset if I want to be successful? Is it something you can just do overnight?" And he said, "No, Elizabeth, you can't just snap your fingers and become a millionaire overnight. You have to apply yourself. You have to reprogram your subconscious to believe you're a millionaire. You can't just wake up one day and decide to be a millionaire, because that's your conscious mind talking. You have to plant the belief into your subconscious for it to properly work." So I said to my friend, "But how do you do that? How do you program your mind to believe you're a millionaire? I mean, look around me. I can't afford to stay in a 5-star hotel. I haven't got a smart car. My apartment is only 1 bedroom. Everything I look at is telling me that I'm not a millionaire. Look at my dress, look at my shoes, look at my coat." And my friend said to me, "That's the reality of what you see, but the reality of what you imagine can be completely different, and it's what you imagine that counts. So ignore what you see and believe in your heart that things are different. But you can't just do it overnight. You have to work on it. And Elizabeth, this is what you have to do. You have to program your subconscious by rote, repetitive affirmations. Just wake up in the morning and say, 'I am rich, I am wealthy, I have all the money I need. My life is full of abundance.' And if you say that every day, again and again and again as a mantra, eventually it will go into your subconscious. But even better, Elizabeth, he said, if you record yourself saying those 4 sentences and listen to it again and again and again, ideally as you fall asleep, then you'll find that you are reprogramming your subconscious to believe you are rich, that you are wealthy, that your life is full of abundance." So I tried this. I made these statements and some more, and I recorded them, and I started listening to them every day, 3 or 4 times a day, and as I went to sleep. And slowly but surely, I reprogrammed my subconscious to believe I was rich and abundant. Very quickly, within 2 days of doing this, I actually was walking down the street one day, and there was a £5 note lying on the pavement, a crisp £5 note just sitting there, nobody around. It hadn't clearly fallen out of anybody's pockets. So I just picked it up and I thought, thank you. And that's another thing my friend said. Always say thank you when you receive something unexpectedly. Carry a heart of gratitude. And then within a week, amazingly, the job that I was doing at the time wasn't very well paid, but they suddenly had decided to pay everybody a month's bonus because they'd had a very good first season. And so out of the blue in my paycheck, I got this bonus for $100. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was amazing. And I just thought, wow, this is really working. I'm reprogramming my subconscious and I'm starting to attract things. A £5 note, a $100 bonus. And then I was waiting for a tax rebate, and I had filed my return in February or whenever. And I was expecting the rebate to be about $1,000. But when I got the news from my accountant, she said to me, "Your rebate this year is $4,000. I couldn't believe it. And this was just within 2 weeks of listening to my audio recordings, telling myself that I was rich and abundant, and already 3 things had happened: small, medium, and large. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. I've got to keep doing this. And now I listen regularly to recordings like this whenever I want to attract something into my life. And if you'd like to try doing this, I've got a bunch of audio recordings on my website, thelawofattractionlady.com. There's actually a free recording to attract abundance that you can try out for 7 days to see how it works. And there's also one for attracting more money, attracting a dream partner, attracting a great job. And you can listen to an audio recording just like the one that I listened to reprogram my subconscious.